Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. So it's Ivy here, and today I'm going to be doing a review on my CEN SuperBeet, which I feed to my thoroughbred, Avanti. And as everyone knows, thoroughbreds are a pain to keep weight on, and SuperBeet has been really good in trying to keep her at an ideal weight, which is very, very difficult.
We're waking in the white sunlight out, waiting through the days and nights out. It's a slow cinnamon summer, your spells pulling me under.
So, follow me to the feed shed. So, that over there is my chicken. That's Puddin'. You can tell that that's her because she's the fattest chicken. This is my feed shed. So at the moment I've just got this empty bag here to show you because I need to go and pick up the rest of the full bags. But it's basically a cold pressed pellet and it's made of beet pulp. So I'll show you what it actually looks like. This one. This is the SuperBeet. As you can see, it's a pellet. And you can feed it both dry and wet. So there's other types of beet pulp kind of products like fiber beet, for example, which you have to soak for about an hour. So what I like about the SuperBeet is that you only have to soak it for 5 minutes tops. I don't even soak mine because the feed gets soaked down altogether. So literally I'll just chuck in the SuperBeet into her feed, wet down the entire feed, give a little stir. I don't actually soak it. And she's never had a problem with dust or digesting it or anything like that. So it's been really good, quick and easy compared to other things. Like I used to feed fiber beet and that was a pain because I had to soak it for nearly an hour. So I'll just soak some and I'll give it to my mare. So I've got my bucket here and basically I give her about 2/3 of a scoop of SuperBeet in her night feed and then maybe half in the morning. So I'll just give her half now. So just that, and put that in the bucket. I can actually just give that to her dry right now, but I'm just going to soak it so you can see that it doesn't take very long to soak and what it looks like when it's soaked. So that's the SuperBeet soaked. You can soak it for longer, but being an equestrian, we're usually time poor, so it's good to just be able to soak for 5 minutes and that be it. So I'll take the rest of the water out. So my mare Avanti, who's a just under 16 hands, 8-year-old thoroughbred mare. She is not very food motivated. She's the most annoying horse to feed. She's very disinterested in food. But this, she's been good with eating it. It's quite palatable, so I'm going to give her some now. So this is the SuperBeet just by itself with nothing else. And she... Hello? As you can see, Alicia also wants one. This is one of the fussiest horses I've ever met. She'll eat it. Take off her blanket.
Oh, her shine.
This is the CEN Shine. So this mare also gets fed CEN oil and CEN Extra Balance. CEN oil is an oil with a linseed base and it's high in omega-3, which is what the horse needs in its diet and can only really be found in pasture. So it's good if you don't have much pasture to supplement another source of omega-3. And she also gets fed Extra Balance, which just pretty much helps with nutrient absorption. And she also gets a little bit of CEN Gold, which is good for immune system health and skin care and all that kind of stuff. She's a very happy pony. You see she's nice and shiny. She's got a winter coat on, as you can see it's quite thick, but she's still shiny. That natural shine is still coming through all of this one of the hardest horses to keep weight on, I swear. When she's in work, when she's out of work, she's very plump. But in work, she's quite hard to keep at a nice fit weight. She's been good on the CEN SuperBeet and her other CEN product. She's looking really nice. So CEN SuperBeet is a cold pressed pellet with 0 molasses, and you can feed it wet, dry or damp depending on what your horse requires and what you prefer. It's high digestible fibre, it's got lower iron levels which are good in the Australian climate, and it's also non-GMO and it's all completely natural. So CEN SuperBeet has about 80% digestible fibre as opposed to chaff and grassy hay which has about 40 to 60%. So there are high levels of iron in Australian soils, and iron is something that the horse cannot excrete, so it's bad to let it build up, and most beet pulps have quite a lot of iron in them, whereas CEN SuperBeet only has about half of the amount compared to other types of beet pulp on the market, which is more desirable, especially for horses living in Australia. So if your horse has an overload of iron, it can express symptoms such as changes in coat colour, such as bleaching and red ends on their dark manes and tails, and often there'll also be hoof issues such as laminitis and abscesses. So also iron competes with copper and zinc for absorption. So both of these are important for coat and skin colour and condition. And copper and zinc are important for immunity, metabolic enzyme systems, liver function, healthy bones, joints and hooves, digestion of protein, and metabolism of carbohydrates, hemoglobin, connective tissue, reproduction, wound healing, protein synthesis, etc, etc. So it's pretty important. So CEN SuperBeet is a low sugar and low starch beet pulp that's easy to feed. It's more of a healthy option for your horse, and it's really good at keeping condition on. So it's also nice and cost effective. You don't have to feed a large amount. It's not super expensive. It's been really good for me considering that I have 3 horses and it can get quite pricey to feed 3 horses 3 very different feeds because they all have completely different needs. One's a sport horse, one pretty much gets ridden twice a week tops, and the other is impossible to keep weight on. So you get the idea. I mean, I've tried Speedy Beet, it didn't work quite as well. Fibre Beet was just a pain because you had to soak it for a really long amount of time. So I switched to CEN and it's been great. So my thoroughbred gets probably about a kilo and a bit over a kilo of CEN SuperBeet a day. That is my thoughts on the CEN SuperBeet. So I personally love it. It's been great for my horse and it's been great for me as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what other types of videos you want to see in the future. Like and subscribe for more. Thanks. Bye!